What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Here with me, we're playing Standard, we're playing Phyrexia, all will be one, and we're trying out Esper Legends, which was one of the stronger decks in the previous format, but with a new card, Skrelv, Defector Mite, 1-mana 1/1 that has Toxic 1 can't block, is legendary of course, and makes our other creatures become protectable with the ability of paying a Phyrexian, which is also just affects in white 2 life, so you don't have to have mana open for this ability to then give one of your powerful other legends hexproof from a color that you choose, and also unblockable from a color that you chose, also Toxic 1, which isn't super relevant in this particular deck, but nonetheless we have a lot of very powerful legends to protect. So this is a really strong addition to this archetype. I mean, Sheoldred the Apocalypse is in here. We have Gix, we have Raffine, we have Thalia we want to protect. We have Dennick. I mean, I guess that one we don't want to protect that much. Oh, to be fair, against a graveyard meta deck like Invoke Justice with Atraxa, maybe that's a thing these days, or at least in the queues now. That is, of course, it's nice to protect your Dennick against that deck. Yeah, I mean, Esper Legends just packed full with some of the best legends available in the colors. Pretty simple. Then you play free Eiganjo and free Otawara because you have the ability to have them super cheap and super efficient, and of course they're also lands. But yeah, in this deck they're more like spells than just lands, so this is really cool. And of course you have Plaza of Heroes down here, which enables all your legends in the late game can be sacrificed to give hexproof and indestructible. We're playing 28 lands because we have all these utility lands, and Eiganjo and Otawara are, not really lands. And we have some little synergies going on. We have Raven Man, which whenever you draw a card and then whenever you discard a card, or any player discards a card, so opposing Fable will also trigger the Raven Man, the chapter 2 on Fable, is a neat synergy with Raffine. And a rather unplayed card, Toluz Clever Conductor, which also has Connive and therefore makes you a 1/1 with the Raven Man. We should talk about this real quick. It just draws you a card, discards one, and then it exiles the discarded card. And when Toluz dies, you will get that card back into your hand. So it's a little sort of a 2-for-1 card. Kind of nice in grindy matchups, and can really go crazy when you have a Raffine out, where you just draw a bunch of cards and then discard them, and they all get exiled, and when Toluz ever dies, you all get them back. And yeah, and Raven Man making these 1/1s is also, it's the best with Raffine, essentially, because Raffine enables the Raven Man, and having Ravens makes Raffine better, also makes Gix better. So yeah, there's just overall a lot of synergies with the Raven Man. When I first saw this card, I was pretty excited about it, but it didn't really get a footing in Standard, so I hope with this archetype it can. And yeah, then we have our removal in the form of Ertai, which is also a legendary creature. Of course we have Eiganjo and Otawara as interaction too, but yeah, it's neat that we have the interaction spell that we need also as being legendary. And yeah, Sheoldred doesn't need much explanation there. It's nice to have some life gain with Gix paying you life. Yeah, and overall Thalia, Dennick, I mean this deck is a full packed with creatures, so Thalia is an auto-inclusion. I guess you could say that Adeline is not in here, which is curious. But yeah, this deck is more focused on double black with the mana base, and yeah, I mean the free drops are all really good. Adeline is a really great legendary free drop too, but I'm just gonna go with this list. By the way, I took this list from a Standard challenge recently, and that was still in the previous format, and just made some alterations, adding the Skrelv, adding the Caves of Koilos, and yeah, it was the winner of that Standard challenge, so definitely a deck with credentials already. Yeah, let's try it out. Real quick about the mana base, I'm playing 4 fast lands, just exchanged some number of slow lands, and pain lands, exactly, a Darker Waste was in here before. I want to have a mix of everything, essentially. I don't want to go I don't want to play 4 fast lands of shores and coast. I don't want to play too many slow lands. I just want to have a mix of everything so I can draw them together, and together they're great, right? But if you draw too many fast lands, that could mean that on turn 4 you will have a tap land. Or if you draw too many slow lands, that mean you couldn't cast your Skrelv on turn 1 and you would just go tap land. So yeah, we're playing 5 slow lands, 4 fast lands, and 4 pain lands. 4 pain lands will certainly be great against aggressive decks. Before, this archetype had to play more pain lands, and also more slow lands to become slower and have your mana base be more painful. So I think this is a slight but still a meaningful upgrade to the mana base, having some fast lands in here. And yeah, the sideboard is just copy pasted from that tournament. I mean, we're looking at 5 counter spells here: 3 Make Disappear, Disdainful Stroke to cover go bigger decks. We've touched the Spirit Realm, which is protection / removal. Interesting one. Out of Dawn Sky, another big grindy threat. Cut downs against aggression. Loran of the Third Path, legend that destroys artifacts and enchantments, useful to have. And a couple temporary lockdown down here for the aggressive decks that may come at us. Yeah, that is Esper Legends. I'm pretty excited about this one. Let's jump into the games. Alright, we're on the play. Let's go. A 2-lander, no 2-drop, just 3 drops and a 4-drop. It's too risky to keep. Nope. Another 2-lander, but this time we have a 2-drop. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I just bottoming in a Raffine. Sounds good to me. Yeah. That's our 1 legendary double. This seems fine. We now just need some lands now. Let's announce what we're playing with Plaza of Heroes on turn 1. To be fair, nowadays you could also be a red-green or a jump deck, perhaps. Because there's quite a lot of legends in that color combination too. And you have that Hajar, Loyal Bodyguard, the 2-drop that protects your other legends by giving him an indestructible, a really strong one. Madur Riveteous Requisitioner. This might be with Moondrag, the new mythic thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Raffine here. Pay to 1 life, attack, and bin the Seachrome Coast because it is a tap land now. Don't need that. Oh, Sheoldred with Raffine. Gaining some life back. Okay, so this might just be a go for the throat on my Raffine here. But I mean, I have the Plaza of Heroes up. No? Nothing? Okay. Well, if they have nothing, it would have been better to play Sheoldred first. But hey, I guess. Pump the Thalia, I'd say. They might jump block. Just pump the Raffine. Okay, I'll pump the Raffine. I have the protection. Not too worried. Multiple Ertai. Could just passive Ertai up here. No jump block. I'm honestly a little bit confused on what is going on here. I think they don't have a go for the throat. I don't see much downside playing the Sheoldred here. Sure, should have played a pre-combat technically. They do have it, huh? They didn't want to use it. Interesting. I guess they couldn't even go for the throat because of Thalia. I see, I see. Okay, perhaps I was hasty playing my Sheoldred there. Perhaps I should have played a bit more conservatively. And those are really... These are the moments in Standard nowadays, or at least when you play a deck like this, you gotta make the right decision on turn 4, and it's gonna completely change the entire course of the game you'll be playing. If I would have passed here, I'd be likely having, I don't know, 25% higher win rate, higher win percentage than I have now. That I didn't pass there. So really huge to play tightly and eke out these little advantages. And guess right what the opponent has. And I kind of guessed it, but then again, I didn't really pull through. And to be fair, I considered it, but I didn't ultimately play the round, go for the throat. Okay, Mondrak. Yeah, so you want to be killed, I guess, ASAP, before anything happens. Well, we can attack first. And I guess pump the Thalia this time. Okay, that's some lands. Toluz. Or gigs or lands. Yeah, I saw this deck online on Twitter. It just seems to be mostly, you know, Wedding Announcement, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Nixilis, all these token generating cards. Plus 4 Mondrak, which doubles your tokens, and then gives indestructible, which is pretty good against some effects in the format, especially against the black decks. I mean, if you have a bunch of tokens laying around, Invoke Despair won't be able to kill Mondrak. And then they have a Braid, go for the throat. You know, they just lose against Mondrak. So that's kind of cool. But then the mono white decks with laydown arms, yeah, it's not that impressive there. Okay, Maru tokens. I mean, I like the Loran against Wedding Announcement, Fable. Thalia seems very nice. Temporary Lockdown. It's good against tokens, but I think in this particular matchup, I should rather just go for killing the Mondrak and ignoring the tokens, going over the top of the tokens. That's a decent strategy here. Well, this deck is pretty tight, I must say. Like, looking at it right now, I don't really know what to cut. We can shave some Dennick, some Toluz, some Ravenmans maybe. Shave on a Skrelv. I don't know how much removal our opponent is playing. They're probably playing like 3 Go for the Throat and a couple of Rite of Oblivion, I would guess. This will do some things. Ertai Sheoldred. Sheoldred usually not the best against black decks because of its mana cost and just being bad against Go for the Throat. But it's a really powerful card. I'll trim down the Raven Man. I don't have to do much sideboarding either. Maybe I cut some gigs on the draw. It's a bit harder to connect. And then we add an Owl in, just another grindy big card. And we really want to kill that Mondrak, right? So we should have double touch, I guess. We would have to make another cut here. I guess we can bounce the Mondrak for Otawara. Guess I cut another Gigs. Gigs is worse on the draw. That's just how it is. You will have a tougher time connecting with that card. Yeah, not an amazing hand, but I can work with this. In this matchup, you probably want Thalia in your opening hand every single time. And here you see a nice mix of lands. If we had all slow lands, we would have a tap land here. But now, because we have a nice mix of them, we're looking good in that regard. We just have everything untapped. Not any pain damage. Yeah, I mean, I must say the amount of dual lands we have available to us in Standard is extraordinarily high. I would honestly wouldn't be surprised if, yeah, like nowadays you can easily build very greedy 3-color decks. 4-color decks still have the downside that you can only play so many tri-lands, and dual lands are not tri-lands, right? But should also be, yeah, nah. Well, anyways, tri-color lands easily you can be very greedy there these days. The Requisitioner, should I block or should I not? I don't have any way to use the Raven Man right now. On the other hand, this thing just is a free one that does nothing. I think I'm gonna block. Because my Raven Man doesn't look that good. I'm just gonna play the slower game. If they have Moondrag here, I'm just gonna touch it. I don't see how... Yeah. They're betting announcement, okay. Well, if I would have known I had Raffine, I maybe wouldn't have blocked. I likely wouldn't have blocked. There's the Moondrag. Now you're gonna get 2 1/1s. Look at you. And you have the treasure to protect your Moondrag against removal. Glad I have this touch of the Spirit Realm, huh? Maybe I've been to Sheoldred? Gonna win me the game though. Maybe the Ertai? What if they have another Moondrag? If they have another Moondrag, I don't have an answer anyways. I could just pass the turn here with Ertai. Nah, that doesn't seem very good. Yeah, I'll just bin a Caves. But yeah, I'm looking a little troubled right now, I gotta say. Oops, my phone, sorry about that. So I'm behind, on board. Yeah. I mean... yeah, Magic the Gathering, where you're behind on board when you lost the die roll, when you didn't start the game. Makes sense, honestly. Makes sense, doesn't it? To be fair, the vetting announcement plus the Moondrag here did add another creature. Yeah. Battlefield Forge. Crawling Chorus, sure. Okay. Decline. That's quite the army over there. I could play Sheoldred or I could deploy Gix and my Dennick, but Gix only draws me a card when I hit the opponent with Raffine. I really want to kill that next to this right now. But I kind of like deploying 2 creatures to the ground so I can block this army. Yeah, well, first things first, we'll attack the... I could also attack the smaller one. Nah, I have to discard a card now that is a spell. Thalia. Well, I could discard Dennick and play Thalia. Yeah. Some little value there. Loran of the third path would be fantastic. And here, Rite of Oblivion, like for them and for me, funnily enough. But yeah, here Rite of Oblivion would also be majorly annoying. That's a card I would assume you're playing 4 copies of. At least, yeah, just looks great in your deck. Not so sure about the Requisitioner. I don't know what's going on there. Are you just swinging with everybody now? I'm taking 8. Luckily, I have the Sheoldred still in my deck. Oh no, you have one more card here? What is it? You have Rite of Oblivion? You're gonna go crazy now? Okay, if they have a Rite, I'm probably gonna lose this game. They have an Omnixilis. And I left them with the original, so they have to legendary rule that one out. Could be worse. And now I gotta be a little careful though. So they have 6 damage on the board. Yeah, I can take it. I'm gonna gain 6 life of Sheoldred next turn. Go to 9 here. Or should I discard this Ertai? I go to 9. If they attack with everybody, I go to 3. Then I play Sheoldred, I go back to 9. But I don't have any blockers, so they have 2 attackers. Should be fine. I can discard it next turn. What if they don't attack and then attack me next turn? I go up to, so I go to 9. They go up to 15 life, have 1 blocker left. They have 1 Omnixilis, that one I can discard a card into. And they have 2, 4. They kill my Sheoldred, they attack me for 10. But that should be fine. Either way, I should be fine. So I'll just take damage. You want to swing at me? No, you don't. Okay. Alright, Sheoldred it is. And my Thalia is gonna bite the dust, and my Gix is also gonna bite the dust. Against these tokens. That's not good, actually. If I want to kill an Omnixilis. I could also pump my Thalia or my Gix. They have nice double blocks lined up. Go to 15. Yeah, I want to pump one of these creatures up. Means the Omnixilis doesn't die, but at least means that my creature won't die either. Which one do I protect? The Thalia or the Gix? Probably the Gix, right? This is playing with fire, but I think I should be okay. Those 2 at that, those... Okay, yeah. A lot of Dennicks. I could discard these 3 and play a Dennick this turn. That should protect me and give me another lifelinker. I kind of like the idea of that. The triple blocking there. I could choose to not kill the devil here. Then my Thalia would live. And the devil would live. I kind of don't want to make the trade, I guess. Yeah. I don't care about their life. I'm clearly the winner of the long game here. Am I? If they draw Moondrag, might not be winning so easily anymore, but yeah, it's gonna be okay. I want to have the Thalia out because it makes my Raffine better. And it interferes with their deck. Yeah, I'll lose too. I don't even have cards in hand. I don't have a decision to make. One last card. What do you got? Making it exciting here. Not playing very fast. What is it? Is it Rite of Oblivion? To be fair, maybe trading Thalia for the Devil was correct, because if they have a sacrifice effect, they can sack the Devil, kill my Thalia, get value. Oh my gosh, it is a Rite of Oblivion. Okay, we just lost the game. Yeah, this is exactly what I meant. Trading Thalia there would have been a lot better. Now they can kill my Raffine, and I'm just left with a Dennick. Yeah. Okay. Things just got interesting. They can also destroy the touch and get the Moondrug going. I mean, that's probably the line, isn't it? Yeah. Not too bad. Okay, well, I'll get the Dennick going, and then I hope to... Sorry, yeah, I mean the Dennick backside. Then I hope to find a creature here, so I get that clue. Okay. And yeah, I think I'll play my land. I have that clue to sack. Yeah. Okay, so now if they don't draw anything crazy, we might be able to win the race. That doesn't look good. I mean, they can just minus up Nixilis to get two devils. I have a lifelinker out. Yeah, that's a problem. I get 2 copies of Nixilis, or at least they should, no? They only got 1. I'm surprised now. Is it not a token? It's a copy? So that, but it's a token Planeswalker. Huh. Okay, I have to draw Loran to kill this wedding festivity. It's maybe how I can get back. Yeah, that Rite of Oblivion was insanely good. I take 5 from that. Let's draw a card first. I can't really block it. I mean, I could, but... Raffine. Yeah. Maybe I have to jump with this. Get another clue. Hope to... I don't know, find a Loran real quick. Staring at... half the amount of damage here. I can get a Sheoldred back. No, I can't. It's exiled. That's too bad. I can... Yeah, I mean, I can't really get anything meaningful back right now. Could attack first. Ravenman. The creatures can't block, so I won't get additional jump blockers. Ay. Okay. Yeah, let's kill off these Nixilis. Make... I mean, Raffine bounces off the Moondrug already, which is kind of cool. But I'll still make it a little bigger. An owl. Discard a creature, I would get another clue. If I play the owl, Block, take 10. I survive by narrow margins. But yeah, what else can I do? I mean, I guess what I can do is I can discard these two. Then play Ow, then Takenuma, get the Skrelv into play. After I played Ow. Yeah, guess. But I'll still die pretty quickly. I need to gain life somehow. These devils will kill me. Block, take 8. I guess I could let him put a destructible counter on this Moondrag. Okay, I have these clues, but I'm not surviving. I'm still surprised to not see double Ob Nixilis though. I mean, you know, they didn't get additional token there. That's just what I'm confused about. So if I do this... Oh, Skrelv can't block. Right. It's not even a jump blocker, so I'm just dead. Cool. Yeah, well, new cards, I guess. I don't know why I thought this can't block. This has so much text, you just forget about that awkward downside. Okay, well, temporary lockdown, yeah. Is that what I'm supposed to do here? It would have been pretty good in this game. Maybe it is, maybe it is. Rite of Oblivion destroying my touch is kind of rough. Sheoldred being pretty bad against Rite of Oblivion too is not great. This might just be a bad matchup for me, honestly. To be fair, I have Skrelv. If I have Skrelv out early, I can just protect my creatures from Rite of Oblivion. Rite of Oblivion is embarrassing against Skrelv. Out of Dawn Sky is not very good against Rite of Oblivion, is it? I don't know. I just gotta overrun my opponent. That's what's gotta happen here. I guess I can see now why the Requisition is in the deck, because it allows you to have that treasure laying around so you can give your Moondrag protection. Maybe that's the reason why it's in there. It's good without Nixilis. Gives you treasure when you sack it into that. Guess. It does a little thing here and there. It's kind of okay against removal because, yeah, you get the treasure. Rite of Oblivion. I mean, that is a really, really strong card against Esper Legends. Having your deck being reliant on all these creatures that, yeah, are powerful if they survive, but then if they have a removal that just kills 2 of them, doesn't ask any questions, just exiles it out of the game. It's not nice. It's not nice. Opponent sideboarded a very, very long time. Toluz is technically blue, blue, white. So I just need 1 land and I can cast the Toluz and have a Loran. I'll try it. It's a bit risky. Honestly, maybe you should just mulligan this hand. Be a little bit more... Like, I don't know. I think like 6 years ago, you wouldn't have mulliganed a hand like this in Magic, but nowadays with the new mulligan rule, the power level of cards, it's all about just curving out perfectly, especially in this standard format, especially with this deck. It's just so much worth it to have, you know, a card less in your hand but have a reliable curve instead of taking the greedy line where, you know, you get a hope to find that 3rd land. Well, we were lucky. Toluz in the house and a Darkslick Shores. What do I want to get back for Toluz? And the Raven Man looks a bit slow right here, right now. Okay, I'm curious how this thing works out in action. I mean, it kind of competes with one of the most powerful 3-drops in Standard, which is Adeline. So we'll see, we'll see. I guess Adeline is a card that got worse with Go for the Throat being so popular. And Toluz is decent against Go for the Throat. Okay, we have a Graveyard Trespasser. So let's play Oh, I just... Damn it. I thought this was... Oopsie. I thought this was the Underground River. It looked so similar. I mean, that just happens with these duels. What can you do? I was like excited to play my Raffine. Well, there you saw a fast land entering tapped. Awkward. Graveyard Trespasser. It's not really a card. I mean, it's good against Dennick, I guess, but that's about it. They really wanted to have something against the 3-2 coming back from the graveyard. But otherwise, the 3-3 is just stats-wise doesn't add well against the Esper deck. Well, this looks to be a game where we're just going to overpower our opponent. Well, I can just Loran this. Play it slow. Raffine is quite nice with Toluz. I think I want to deploy Raffine here. Start swinging. To be fair, they do have Rite of Oblivion, so they can just get rid of Toluz. Well, can I not keep more? Maybe I just ditch the land. Because I have... Like, that way all my draws are kind of good. Man, if it's Toluz dies, I just draw 3 cards. That's pretty gross. Basically makes this thing unblockable now. Yeah, and now we have a removable Moondrug. We have Ow in case we flood out, and we have Loran for betting announcement, and we have a fantastic board position that trumps our opponents, and we have Skrelv in play. I mean, this seems like the hard lock. Like how they get out of this with a sweeper, right? Like, but I have Thalia to make sweepers more expensive. Depopulate would draw me a card, and Toluz would draw me 3 cards if they have a sweeper. So they kind of need Farewell, and Farewell costs 7 mana. They're gonna be dead by then. This says die specifically, so not leave the battlefield. So I can't flicker it or anything. Fable, sure. Dennick, kind of a non-bow with Toluz. Can't get it back from the graveyard when I have Toluz in play. What should we do here? Attack. They can double block my Thalia. I can flicker the token. 3 cards in hand. Pump the Raffine. I want to have that flyer be big. Sheoldred. 3 cards I have to discard. Kind of like the idea of just playing Ow here, honestly. One just takes the 6. Okay. We have the Skrelv, so Rite of Oblivion is just... Sure, go for it. Yeah, there you see. I don't know what my opponent's hand was this game, but maybe they had Go for the Throat. Maybe they had Rite of Oblivion, but Raffine, Thalia, yeah, and then Skrelv just obliterating those cards. They would have to spend it on the 1-drop first to get past the bigger ones, and then Thalia makes it expensive. Raffine with the ward. Yeah, Thalia is a fantastic card, and probably in a lot of matchups, and in this one especially, with all my opponent basically, yeah, just not having many creatures at all. Yeah. I'll pay 2 life to give this hexproof from black. And that's how it works. A little demonstration of Skrelv's might. Mighty might. Good game. Alright. Yeah, big addition to the deck. Big addition to the deck. All you really want to do is have your legends go ham, protect them. You're going to be in great shape. Alright, we're on the draw. I put the curtains a bit back. Today we have winter sun blasting me here. So that's why you saw the lighting being obliterated. But yeah, I just... 5 mana, 5 lands. This is just one of those hands. No, I think because I'm on a draw, I just can't afford to keep something like this. I have to find a 2-drop. Yeah, we'll try. Not great though. I mean, but going to 5. It's kind of interesting. You can look at your opening hand and you can already sort of know sometimes if you're gonna win or not. At least with this deck, because everything is about curving out with this deck. And here I'm on the draw already, and we're playing a mirror match, it seems like. Just 4 legendary permanents. Probably going to be Esper Legends. 4 legendary permanents on turn 2. That is the most you can do. Maybe not the most you can do, but that's a very high number. Okay, I mean, this matchup, there's not a lot of removal around. So being on the play is incredibly important, of course. But also means a card like Sheoldred is an absolute banger here. Because, yeah, my opponent's draw effect will deal them damage. Alright, let's get the Toluz out, I guess. Yeah. Thalia is not that good in this matchup. Dennick. Yeah, sure, I'll put the Dennick back. Okay, pass the turn. Oh well, to be fair, that actually was that the line? Yeah, I mean, it's legendary. I have the second copy. Yeah, I think it was. One also ditched the Thalia. Maybe we even want to have 4 copies of this thing. Maybe. It's quite nice with Raffine too. I'm taking a good chunk of damage. Again, being on a draw. Opponent has an Adeline. Not that bad in this matchup. The power level on these cards is just through the roof. I mean, you would think Legends deck is a little bit gimmicky, but this Legends deck is just packed with great cards, and they just are Legends, so you just put them together and have that extra synergy with the Mechanical lands and that one land that, yeah, well, you know, Plaza of Heroes. Okay, we this was a pretty straightforward game from my side. I didn't have many decisions so far. We just hope this Sheoldred survives now. They can say that Adeline becomes unblockable by black creatures and swing in there. Yeah, I'm not getting any life. They just lose life, and now right now they have 25 life to give. The Raffine can get in there. Would be nice to have my own Raffine so I can gain life. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this one. Opponent had just a really good start with Raffine on turn 3 unanswered. This is just an absolute nightmare scenario. They might also have Otawara. But I guess no, this doesn't work against the channel lands because they don't have a color. They're just abilities from a colorless source. So they go around Skrelv. Yeah, you want to stack the triggers in the way that you get the 1/1 before you get the Raffine trigger, so that you get to draw an additional card. So, it's pretty good together, Adeline and Raffine. Now they're gonna give Adeline unblockable from black. Yeah, opponent is just like a surgeon playing this down. I haven't seen him make any mistakes. Looks pretty good what they're doing. You win some, you lose some. Well, yeah, I suppose. So I have to chump block the Dennick now. Take 7. I don't think I'm getting out of this by blocking with Sheoldred on the Dennick. At 4 now, I go up to 6. Now at least we're getting creatures with different colors to chump block with. Hey, fantastic. Well, at least we won't die. But yeah, the Dennick also gains them so much life that the Sheoldred damage won't matter. I'll play longer, but I think I'm running pretty dead. They seem to have an Ertai, maybe? Yeah, it looks like they have an Ertai and they want to kill my Sheoldred here. Or at least tap me out of my Skrelv. Which is enough to kill me. Because at that point, they have too much of an army. My 2 blockers, or my 3 blockers I have left, but probably won't do the trick. Especially because I'm at 4 life. They can just Raffine, pump that up. We'll see, I guess. I have 2 life here as well. I'm hanging on, barely. But yeah, they drew a bunch of cards. I assume they have Ertai. They're just thinking if they want to kill the Sheoldred or if they want to kill the Skrelv. So they can't kill the Sheoldred, of course. But they could make me pay 2 life and tap my Skrelv down, essentially. Yeah. Well, we'll also draw a card, which is interesting. Maybe they just kill the Skrelv. Which again shows you the power of Skrelv. They have to get rid of that thing first. But maybe they've just done the math. And I don't get to draw a card if this gets countered, I see. Well, in that case... I guess I'm not that dead. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so they're playing Toluz and Adeline. Maybe they're foregoing gigs. Which, I mean, I could see gigs not being that great. Gigs in itself, it's just a free. You have to connect with creatures to have it be good. Adeline produces attackers. Adeline and gigs is kind of good together. And Toluz has at least this enter the battlefield trigger. Yeah, I could see you playing Adeline over gigs. Wow, they hit a lot of lands. So, do I survive actually here? Maybe. I think I do. I think I do. I take 5. I can block 3 creatures. The Skrelv doesn't really do anything right now. That won't do the trick. Okay, that kills the Sheoldred, sure, but... Yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty dead. We'll see, I guess. They're gaining them. The lifelink on the Dennick is the brutal part. Oh, they have Eiganjo as their last card. Ah, they discarded an Eiganjo. So they do have an Eiganjo, yeah. Okay, you win. Alright. I mean, yeah. We had a slow start. Opponent had the fantastic draw on the play with Raffine on turn 3 into 1-drop, 2-drop Raffine. Yeah, that is a loss. So cut down comes in. Loran of the third path. No, touch is interesting. Ow is probably good. Make disappear. Make disappear. I don't like Thalia too much. Ertai, huh? Interesting one too. I mean, Thalia at least is like a formidable first striker. It's kind of nice with Raffine. Make disappear. I think I might try make disappear on the draw in this matchup. Although it's really bad against Thalia. But yeah, I mean, on the draw, this is the way you can perhaps win, right? Like if your opponent goes Raffine on turn 3 and you have that make disappear at the ready to counter the Raffine. That's usually how you got back into the game, at least like in the Esper Mirror matches when Streets of New Capenna came out. I'm on the play. Yeah, I'm gonna keep. Yeah, this matchup seems less skill intensive than one turn too late. seems less skill intensive than some of the other creature mirrors you could have. Because yeah, I mean, this is just the powerful mythics that if you deploy them and if you curve out, there's no game to be played. It's just over. Go with Toluz first, I think. You gotta be aware of Eiganjo and Otawara. Eiganjo is an interesting one here because it does cost 1 mana a lot. So you want to play around that if possible. But sometimes you can't. Opponent just triple. Yeah, I mean this is just stupid, honestly. Yeah, sure. They just did the same thing 2 games in a row. And we're likely not gonna beat that. I'll block instantly. I don't want them to have the lifelinker. Like, imagine I had a 2-drop this game. I would already have a bird here. I could attack with that bird. It's just all about curving out, really. To be fair, you can then again, if that's the case, if that's my analysis, I could have mulliganed. Adeline does look good. Does look better than Giggs. Giggs just has low impact. Adeline is this huge force. Opponent kept all the Thalias. Maybe you want to keep them because they're just 2/1s that you can curve out into. I mean, I like the idea of Raven, man, but when you're behind, like I am, it's pretty shitty. Yeah. I guess I could just, I don't know, no, it doesn't, no. No. I don't even know. Like this, I mean, I can just give unblockable to Adeline next turn. Again, I'm dead. This is just about curving out, really. It's pretty lame. Giggs. Yeah, fantastic. No, Giggs kind of sucks in this matchup, at least. That's my analysis. I mean, to be fair, we've barely been playing games. This is my 2nd game, and I really don't know much yet. But in Magic, you gotta make these quicker. Or at least, no, you don't have to, but like this just tells me my intuition, how these games are gonna play out. My free threat, when I connect, draws me a card, is not gonna be that good than just the raw power level of an Adeline. And the best card is likely Raffine, but Raffine is also diminished by... Yeah, this is just brutal. 1 mana bounce. Oh, this is just disgusting. I'll just concede this game. Like, I don't even have to play this out. Yeah, this was over. Okay, 6 lands on the draw and 1 Ravenman. No thank you. Yeah, this is reasonable. I mean, if I draw exactly Skrelv, I'm gonna be punished by keeping this. So maybe I should actually play around that. This will cause me pain, perhaps, on turn 3. But hey, if that would have been a Skrelv, I would have been pretty unhappy, so... If I would have kept double slow land. Evolved Sleeper. Yeah, Esper Legends really seems like a deck that shines brightly on the play. But to be fair, I mean, if I remember the Esper matchups back in the old Esper days, it just always was the case. If you're playing Raffine, your deck is just so good when you're on the play. Cut down changes that dynamic a little bit, and if a lot of people are playing cut down in the main deck, that makes the Esper Legends deck definitely worse. Jesus Christ. But yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, Toluz looks pretty good here. Oh, really? Just want to get in there. Maybe get a Sheoldred or something. I'm pretty glad they didn't play a 5th land there pre-combat, which means we can block this sleeper now. If they would have done that, they could have activated, have it be a 4/4. Infernal Grasp. Card out of the Stone Age, and I take 3 damage. Okay. No lands from the opponent. That is Caves of Koilos, huh? To be fair, I dealt myself 2 damage there, I believe. 2 damage, or the choice of Skrelv drawing 3 copies, and that hurts. Aua! It says Death Touch, so I have to jump block. Alright, I'm out of here. Alright! Get wrecked! Get regularly wrecked by a nice curve out from Mono Black. Well, that's Magic, the Gathering. That is Magic. I mean, Touch just sucks big time against Sheoldred. Against Invoke Despair. It killed Sheoldred, but is bad against Invoke Despair. This deck list should maybe play some Go for the Throats in the sideboard for the Mirror match. And Mono Black. To be fair, the original list did play Go for the Throat in the main deck, but I had to make room for this Skrelv. But I know what I'm gonna kick out. I'm gonna kick out this Gix. I think that's my personal takeaway from these couple of games, that Gix is just too low impact. Yeah, I mean, I think I have to risk it. The Raffine 2-drop hands, you just, you gotta risk it. We're playing 28 lands after all. Almost half the deck. Hey, we got there. Sure. Well, Raffine will be pretty bad against the Liliana of the Veil. But mana efficiency reasons, I just gotta try Raffine. Yeah, if you play against a mono black deck and they just go cut down, removal, invoke Despair, that should be plenty good already to kill this deck, I guess. This seems like a tough matchup. So I'm mostly playing, like Dennick is a 2-for-1, but the other things are mostly 1-for-1s. Phyrexian Arena. Okay. We can do that. Let me just get the Sheoldred out then. Whenever you draw a card, you lose 3 life. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I'll just discard Dennick. Oh, that's painful. It's a combo with Sheoldred, right? But against Sheoldred, it's pretty hefty. Phyrexian Arena. Okay, they want to block with the Death Touch. I assume. Which we could react to by having him draw a card, lose more life after they activate it. Or just bouncing this thing. But I need... This costs me 2 mana right now. It would be perfect if I could deploy a 4-drop and Otawara, but I can't because Seachrome Coast comes to play tapped. Maybe the fast lands are worse than I think they are, or I thought they are. So many options. I just feel like if this Sheoldred survives, I'm gonna be pretty good. Gix goes in the bin. I have no Sheoldred. Technically, I could just get rid of this. Sure, I guess. This way I can play Gix and have Otawara up. I think I'd rather have the Ertai though. And Plaza of Heroes. Yeah, they can activate their sleeper, that's fine. To be fair, my opponent's gotta be super angry right now. They're playing mono black, the deck with Inferno Grasp and Go for the Throat, and they're just staring at the Sheoldred and dying to it. How about you draw 1 more card? Okay, that worked. Now we're gonna draw again. A bit tougher. Loran destroys the Phyrexian Arena. And I guess Reckoner Bankbust is a card these decks play sometimes. At least they used to in the past. But then again, if Loran comes down and they don't have a target, it is pretty embarrassing. Well, but you gotta roll the dice somehow, sometimes, and I'm gonna cut this Gix card because I just think it's not that good, and hope if I draw Loran that I will have that Phyrexian Arena or Reckoner Bankbust on the other side. This is just not playable. Both my 3-drops need blue. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna keep everything besides Ravenman, because Ravenman doesn't synergize with this hand. Although channel lands do synergize with Ravenman, so that's the little tiny synergy I have in my hand right now for that card. But I might need to play this as a land, so. Okay, I'm probably looking at a removal spell here, but Dennick, as long as they don't have Graveyard Trespasser, is fine to play against a removal. Inferno Grasp. Well, that makes me think they don't have Cut Down. But they're gonna slam down this Trespasser. And now we're sitting at double Loran in hand. Oh my god. Just the absolute worst case scenario happened. Yeah, we're playing a freaking 2-1 for 3 mana. Okay, I want my gigs back, please. Well, sometimes you gotta roll a die. I did roll a die. I did gamble, and I got ultra punished. As you can just tell. Drawing double Loran and not having a single target. Embarrassing. But that's part of the game. That is, I took a gamble and I missed. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah, this deck needs some go for the throats, likely in the sideboard, something like that. To deal with opposing Sheoldreds. Just having Ertai is a bit low in that regard. Now this Trespasser flips. It's pretty ugly. It is pretty ugly. Yeah, I'm gonna lose this game. I mean, this... I don't know. These games are so unexciting, though. You kind of realize that you're losing so quickly. That matchup against Madu in match 1, that was fun. We had some longer game there. Yeah, no, just like 10% to win this. Even less probably. Yeah. Ertai, Sheoldred my own. Okay, that works. If they have literally nothing, that works. Maybe you really want 4 Skrelv. Maybe you really want 4 Skrelv. So it does sort of mitigate that effect of being on the draw. So it does give you protection against all these black decks. Seems pretty important against them. Alright, here we are. I made some changes to the deck list. I had it go for the throat and add Adeline, cut the gigs and the Owl, the Dawn Sky. Didn't make any changes to the sideboard yet. 4th Skrelv is a consideration. The mana base looked fine, but still gotta watch out for those slow lands. Those fast lands. They were a bit awkward from time to time. To be fair, pain lands. I mean, Adaka Waste would deal us a bunch of damage, so that's not great either. Yeah, but maybe you want to trim down on those. So the deck does want to have untapped lands even later in the game on turn 5. You kind of want to double spell. You want to cast your Dennick and maybe have another Otawara up or something like that. It's a mana hungry deck. There's also a reason why I cut the Owl. I don't think the Owl is necessary really, and your deck is already mana hungry. You do so many things. You have the value in Dennick and Toluz with Raffine. You're discarding lands. Owl could be a nice sideboard card for control for grindier decks, I suppose. But yeah, this seems fine. Nowadays, people are also playing Soul Transfer again. I've seen Soul Transfer in higher numbers, so that makes Owl a bit awkward too. And the white decks are quite good against Owl with Laydown Arms and Farewell and so on. Yeah, in any case, I added the Gopher Throats. I think you need some removal. If you want to be more proactive, you can cut the Gopher Throats, put it in the sideboard, and shave something like some of the counter spells maybe, or the touches, and then add like another Adeline and another Skrelv. That would be the most proactive approach you could take. this is a little bit more of a hedge here. Alright, that was it for Esper Legends. This is a really, really powerful deck. You gotta be on the play to have it be good, but Skrelv helps when you're on the draw because it gives you that one drop that protects you when you're falling behind, and you can protect your other lane or what have you. So certainly a deck to consider. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What cards are you playing? Did I miss any powerful legends? And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.